This is a video for how to create number 9 in your 20 ISOs parts for Inventor. So we're going to notice that number 9 here has is a rectangle that has a cut out of it here that's only at a radius, kind of like an arc, and then there's another arc cut off the back. And we'll be cutting these arcs off, and these are known as fillets. And the biggest issue people have is knowing how to find the radius of a fillet. So to begin drawing this, we're just going to do one sketch and one extrusion for this one. We could create a rectangular prism and then do a cut and a fillet, but I think I'd rather just do one sketch for this one. So we're going to go back to Inventor together, and I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to start in English Standard IPT. And let's grab a hold of our pencil, and let's click on our XY plane and say OK. So now that I'm back within here, we're just going to draw for ourselves a rectangle to start. So we just need the width and the height dimensions. So the width are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 6. So I'm going to come back, grab a hold of the 2-point rectangle, click on my origin, and we said 9, and I'm going to hit Tab and hit 6, and hit Enter. And I can click on the word front, and that's going to zoom all out. Now, we want to round off this corner in the top left-hand corner. So up here, you're going to notice the radius. People will ask, what do you think the radius is for this? And you can see this little plus right there, them kind of giving us a center point. So the radius is 2 to the left and 2 to the top, so our radius will be 2. To round off that corner, we're going to choose something known as a fillet. And a fillet just mainly allows us to pick an intersection and round off that intersection. So we're going to click on Fillet, and right here you have your radius. We're going to hit the number 2. We're going to come down here and click on our horizontal line, and then click on our vertical line. And notice how it gave you a little bit of a preview there. So we're going to be done with that. That is the rounded off edge that we have. Let's go back to our 20 ISO sheet. How do we find the radius of this arc right here? Well, let's always kind of start at, I'll call this south, and I'll call this west, if you think north, east, south, west. So I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3 until I see this right here. I notice that this line comes over and meets here. So the radius will be 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Our radius is 3. Let's click on Circle. And let's click on this corner. And I'm going to drag out. And you're going to notice that I'm in diameter right now. I want to right click and go down to Radius. And where I'm in Radius, I'm going to hit 3 and I'm going to hit Enter. And you're going to see we have this rounded off arc here. This is where we're going to use something known as the trim command. I'm going to right click and go to OK. And what the trim command does is allow us to trim and cut away geometry that we don't want. So in this example that you see that they give you in Inventor, you can see them cutting away just one little part of the line. We're going to click on Trim, and we're going to click on the outside edge of the circle. And we're going to click on this part of the horizontal line and this part of the vertical line. I think I might have accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, there we go. I can go to Trim here, and all I want is just that one little part right there. I think my extension line here is overcutting it. I think the problem I have is that I have this 6 too close here. Now I should be able to come in and trim this off when just that part shows up. It's not doing it for me. We don't really need to worry about that anyway. This line sitting here, this right here will be the sketch in the profile that it will select. So let's go to Finish Sketch. I'm going to click on my House button, and I can go to Extrude, and I can click inside the object. Now notice for some reason it didn't let me trim this. Maybe I might have snapped to a wrong spot. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. Let's flip our direction. Let's go back to this. And the depth is going to be 4. So we're going to extrude back. I'm going to hit 4 and hit Enter. And that right there is the end of number 9. Really pretty simple, but those radiuses and those radii really can confuse people on how to find what the radius of that cut is right here and the radius of that fillet in the back. So we learned about fillets and we learned about cuts and changing a diameter in a circle to a radius. Have a good day.